I've got a lot of arcade videos I need to get up for this week. So there's probably going to be an arcade video every day. Just an FYI. On top of my regular weight loss updates. But yeah, so I mean, overall, it's been really easy to switch our diet. Paleo is super easy to do because it's very flavorful. Uses a lot of spices instead of oils and fats. And I don't miss anything. We just picked up some extra avocado oil because we seem to go through that a lot. Just because all the recipes call for a tiny bit, like a tablespoon here, a teaspoon there. And the last one we bought was really small because we didn't know how much we were going to need. And now we're like, well, we're using like a teaspoon here, a tablespoon there, and we're running out in like 3 weeks to a month. So probably just get the big ones. We did World Market. We found it for like $14 for a pretty good size one. They had sent me a coupon for a free 12-ounce thing of coffee. So while we were in there, I was like, oh, look, they have avocado oil. So we grabbed that, and we got our free decaf coffee. So we could try decaf and see how that works out. And we only use for people who like to have coffee. And I don't know that he says you can't have any caffeine. I don't know that I've heard that per se. But for myself, if I have caffeine, it's going to tempt me to go back to soda. And I don't want to go back to soda ever. Like, I just don't. I took a sip of somebody's soda the other day because I thought it was something else. I thought it was sweet tea, and I wanted to try it to see how my body would react to sweet tea. Well, first of all, when you think you're going to sip sweet tea, and it's soda, that's offensive. But then you add in that it literally burned my mouth. And I thought to myself, why did I ever think this felt or tasted good? Because it literally burned my mouth. So I was like, nope, no more soda for me. Every once in a while, I like a sip of sweet tea, but then my husband drinks the rest of it. Because I literally just take a sip and pass it back to him. Because it's like, why? Like, I don't need it. I'm not missing it. I do sometimes get unsweetened decaf tea with ice to kind of just have some cold ice drink. And I might make up a batch for the fridge just to have it for when I want something cold to drink that's not water. We also picked up some non-GMO juices. We picked up some Simply Orange, Simply Berry, and simply something else. And a friend had brought to my attention that there have been lawsuits in the past because it's a Coca-Cola product. And there were lawsuits about flavor packets or whatever. But they got their GMO approval in the fall of last year. So they're newer to the non-GMO project. And they are very particular on what they allow in. And that's why it takes so long for them to get their certifications being non-GMO. So they may have in the past had some issues, but I don't believe they do now. The research I'm showing was all those claims and lawsuits and stuff were a while ago. And so I can only assume that since that point, they've made changes. So there's that. And otherwise, I mean, that's just the way we've been eating. That's been the last few days of food. Workouts have been going great. I have a friend who's in New Jersey who started the program, and she loves it. My dad is talking about getting the program. He's an over-the-road trucker. And because there's like a chair workout and other stuff, there's things he can do while he's on the road to stay, healthy. And when he's home, he can do the workouts at home. So do more vigorous workouts or whatever he needs to do. And yeah, so I mean, overall, it's great. My daughter's doing the workouts in China. Her and her boyfriend are doing them, and they love them. She has the app on her iPad. And I mean, just overall, I mean, DDP's yoga program is so changing lives. I see it on the group. I see it. If you're somebody who's looked at the program and thought, maybe I'll try that, but not right now. I mean, the app for a year cost maybe like $100. I mean, it ends up being like 30 cents a day. 30 cents a day. So it's basically like, could you throw a quarter in a jar for a year? If you're somebody who's on a budget, 7 days a week, quarter a day, 30 cents a day, put $2.10 a week in a jug. And save the money to change your life. I mean, it can be done, even on a budget. I literally had a yard sale to make up the money to buy mine. Had a yard sale, made enough money to buy the program, bought the program. Like, there's lots of ways you can come up with the money to take the program. But then when you think about it, honestly, Even if you can't afford to change all of your food at once, you can gradually add in the healthier stuff until it becomes natural, until it becomes part of your pantry and part of your household. And if you're someone who is like me, and I was over 400 pounds and now I'm at 378 and a half. I was 458 when I started this 2 months ago. I used to use, I shouldn't say, I really honestly had zero money. I was a single mom working 2 and 3 jobs. I lived in Connecticut. And if anyone knows how much it costs to live in Connecticut, it is cheaper to live in Washington, D.C. Legitimately. I was paying, was it $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment? I made $10 an hour. So you can do that budget and figure out how much money I had left over. But, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not going to be there one day when your kids wake up, you know, and people who really honestly have a budget like that, I have seen posts that if you honestly, desperately want to do the program, there are ways for you to get it covered. You're just going to want to message people at DDP Yoga and ask about it. I am sure there's an application process. I am sure you have to verify your income. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If you have watched this video and you contact them and you say, I want to change my life and I want to be able to use this program, I don't have the money for it, and they help you out or someone helps you out and you don't do the work, then you wasted an opportunity for somebody else. So don't ask for help to get into the program, or don't see if there is options for companies or somebody that will sponsor you to be able to use the program if you do not plan on doing the work. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is work. It is not sit on your butt, eat bonbons. You cannot be who you've been. You have to change your self-degradation. You have to see the value in yourself. You have to do the workouts. Watching it doesn't make you lose weight. Watching it while you eat a whole pizza doesn't make you lose weight. It's about, instead of having a whole pizza or half a pizza, you have 2 pieces. And then you eat something healthy if you're still hungry. Eat some carrots. Eat some celery. Find out what you do like that's healthy. If you like apples, buy some apples. Instead of having a cookie, have some apple. Like, if you're not real sure on, you know, all these different smoothies and stuff. Okay, do you like bananas? Take a banana, slice it, put it in Ziploc bags, push out the air, put it in your freezer overnight. Go to Walmart. It's like $1 for a bag of frozen berries. Okay? Take about 4-ounce, half cup to a cup of ice. Throw it in your blender. Throw a banana in there that's all been frozen. Throw in a handful of frozen berries and mix that up. And there you go. It's a smoothie. And it's going to fill you up and it's going to taste good. You can still have stuff that tastes good. Diets don't taste like crap unless you eat diet food. But see, here's the thing. When you eat diet food, you just lose the diet weight. And when you go off the diet, it comes back. If you change what you eat, how you eat, when you eat, you're done. You're going to succeed. Change what you eat, do the workouts, and you will lose weight. Will everybody lose 70 pounds in 2 months? Heck no. No. I was 458 pounds. If you are nowhere near that, you will lose much less weight. If you are more, you might lose more. It all depends on how your body's working. It depends on your metabolism. It depends on how hard you're working. It depends on so many things genetically, etc. that there's no guarantee on how much you're going to lose. So me having a great weight loss, awesome. But it doesn't mean that's what's going to happen for you. What it means is your body will lose what it can lose as it can lose it. If you have other issues medically, I have no medical conditions besides PCOS. I don't have diabetes. I don't have anything else, which is why I was never eligible for surgery. Even though people don't understand this, in order for most insurances to cover weight loss surgery, you have to have 2 comorbidities. So you need to have like rashes where your skin folds are regularly, like so many times a year. You have to have diabetes. You have to have a heart issue. Like, there are major things besides just being fat to getting that surgery. Are there doctors who probably bend the rules? Absolutely. Do I want to deal with that doctor? No. And neither should you. Period. You should never want to deal with a doctor that is willing to lie to your insurance company to give you surgery that your insurance company says you really don't need. Because trust me when I tell you, there are reasons why those rules are in place. I know people who have had the surgery who never, ever should have had it. One girl I knew was like 200 pounds. All she had to lose was 60 pounds. And instead of doing the work, she had the surgery. She's now got food allergies. She can't ever, she's a mess. And now she can't gain weight enough. So you have to understand these surgeries have consequences. And although it'll fix you for a little bit, if you go back to eating the way you were, you go right back to the weight you were. And there's nothing you can do about it. So why not just change your life? Do the dance. Join the group. Join the workout. Do something. What I love about DDP yoga is no matter what level you are, no matter what day I'm having, if I'm having a day where my back hurts so bad I can't get out of bed, there's a workout for that. If I'm having a day where my back is hurt and I can't stand to do my workout, there's a chair workout. Multiple levels of chair workout. If I can normally do a standing workout, but something's bothering me and I'm kind of having issues with balance, there's a chair assisted workout. If you want to do a harder workout one day than is on your schedule, you can do that harder workout. You can create whatever paradigm of workout you want to. This isn't a stick it in a niche and this is what you have to do and this is how you have to do it. This is a workout that allows you to make it your own and own it. Here's the thing. Other people can tell you what to do all day long. They can say, well, this is how I lost weight, or this is how you lost weight. And I can tell you, this is how I lost weight. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, what I'm doing, although probably a pretty good litmus for most people because I'm following his plan pretty much to the T. This has become super long. I am probably going to cut it into 2. So you're probably going to watch, when you see me say this will be part 2. Because, yeah, I got on a tangent because I am super, super motivated. And if you are someone who is trying to lose weight, if you've signed up for DDP and you're having trouble staying motivated, and maybe you have questions and you don't like to ask in public in the group and you watch everybody talk about stuff but your question's not getting answered, I am on Instagram. It is below. Add me. Send me a message. Be like, girl, I am doing this program too. I've had people in the group who have private messaged me on some of my posts and been like, wow, I started out, like one girl said, I started out at 470 pounds and I'm just starting because I got it, but I haven't done anything with it and I don't know where to start. And I have been talking to her and telling her, showing her what I'm buying, sending her pictures. This is what my grocery list looks like. This is what I'm doing for groceries this week. And telling her about my recipes. And I'm giving her information. And I have no problem doing that for anybody. If you are someone who is nervous, if you don't feel like you have support at home, message me. I work from home. I do YouTube. Someday I would love this for my career because I love being able to talk to other people, help other people. Like, in my dream world, I would have the ability to help thousands of people. There was a time in my life when I thought I couldn't help one person. And that was myself. And going through the process to prepare to be on DDP yoga, understanding that it is a mindset, that he gives us the tools, and we have got to take it where we're going. It kind of made me start doing a lot of self-discovery. I spend an hour a day just, in my case, like I said, I'm a Christian. If you're not a Christian, it's okay. I'm not judging you. But I spend the first hour of my morning after I get my husband off to work. I pray. I sit and read his book. I've read it a few times. I've got highlights in it. Like, legitly, that book has been read a few times. I write notes. I have websites I go to that have like a confidence phrase of the day. And I read that and I think about what it means to me and how it affects my life or how it applies to my life. Sometimes it doesn't. Legitimately. Some of these do not apply, but that's okay. You know, I honestly want people to know that if you are part of one of the DDP yoga pages and you are nervous about asking a question or putting yourself out there, message me on Instagram, message me. If you see me post on Facebook, message me. You know, reach out to me. You know, I'm not DDP. I don't know everything like he does. I mean, this man has come up with a genius way to help people solve the biggest quandary of our lives. And for that, I will always, always be thankful that he did this program and didn't just keep it to himself. That he shared it with all of us. Because this program is changing my life. Because I'm taking the tools he's giving them and I am jumping on them like a horse on fire. You can do it too. So if you have questions, again, Instagram message me. It's down below. If you're on some of the DDP yoga pages, just look for me to post. I will see you guys later. Sorry this was a two-parter. Sorry this is super long. But I really felt like this all needed to be said. So probably part 1 Sunday. Or nope. So this is part 1. You will be seeing this on Saturday. Tomorrow, same time. Part 2 will be up. I kind of went on a rant. Surprise. I know none of you are surprised. I'm just super motivated. And even though I didn't get to meet DDP today, I feel like that gives me more time to lose more weight and have a bigger and better number to give him and to show him that his plan works and that a lot of us are thankful. And I know he knows, but it's important to me to show him how thankful I am. I know it sounds super crazy, but it's just the way it is. And, you know, I did my one month pictures because I didn't take some in December. So I don't have photos from the first month, but I did my pictures from January to February. And I was struggling to see the difference in my pictures. And then my daughter said, "Mom, look at your back. Look at your butt." Because I got a big butt, y'all. So, you know, I just see a big butt. That's all I see. But she's like, you know, look, it used to be kind of like pointed. She's like, I don't know how your body did that, but it was like pointed. And now it like flows. And you've lost some butt. And you've lost weight on your back. And I see all these differences. And I started to see them. And another friend that I showed him to said, "Oh, I see a difference in your face. And I see a difference in your arms." And, you know, it's nice to have people around you who can support you. Like I said, if you don't have that, feel free to message me. I'm not perfect. It may be a day before I message you back because some days I need a minute. But I will message you back. And I will try to help you the best I can. And if I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. So don't be offended if I say I just don't know that answer. I'm more than happy also if you're afraid to post on the group to post for you. And be like, "Hey, someone asked me this question. What do you think about this?" And then you're completely out of it. I know a lot of people are super sensitive about stuff like that. But keep in mind, I won't do that forever. I might do it for your first question or two, but then after that, you got to own it. You got to own your questions, own your responsibility. So, see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.